Crafteria, Crafteria, Crafteria.
Hello, it's Crafteria. Welcome to another video. I am so glad you're joining me today. Today I will be making some projects with some of this beautiful sparkly glitter paper from Lbeads. Lbeads is an awesome online company that I have been working with. They allow me to go on their website, choose some supplies in exchange for making some videos for you, and I will link those all in the description box below. I will put a link to the website and to all of these products as well. They also gave me a coupon code for 3% off of your order, and that will be in the description box below as well. The first item I have here is this pack of 10 glitter papers, and then I also have a larger pack of glitter paper. I've received both of these packs in this past order, and I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit from each of these on my projects today. As you know, I love to recycle Christmas cards. So the first card I'm going to do is I'm going to recycle this truck card. I thought it went really good with this piece of green and then also the red glitter. So let me go ahead and start with that. For this card, I'm going to be using a standard A2 size card base, which measures 5.5 by 4.25. This is just cardstock from the regular office supply section at the store, and each 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper I cut in half and I fold in half to give me this size of a card base. I'm going to start by cutting the focal image off of the front of this card, which would be the truck. I'll start by cutting the front of the card off. And then I will cut this just above the truck. So I have that piece right there. Now, of course, then this leaves this piece that I can use on another card in the future. I'll put that in my card scrap box. And then I can also cut out the sentiment from the inside. So I'm going to frame the truck on the green and then frame it all on the red. So I know I need to cut the red out to mat on here. And I'm going to start with a cut at 4 1/8. And then I will cut it the other direction at 5 3/8. And then that will give me a really nice mat. And then for the truck, what I will do is just kind of eyeball how much of a border I want around the edge of the truck, and maybe about 1/4 inch or so, like that would be good. And then I will just eyeball it and trim it out all the way around. This glitter paper is so pretty. And then I will just adhere all of it down to the card base. This is a great way to recycle your Christmas cards. You don't have to do a whole lot of extras or add a lot of extra embellishments either. So there we have that card. And for the inside, we have this wishing you all the joys of this holiday season and wonderful new year. and I will mat that on a little piece of this leftover green scrap paper. There, that card is done. Super easy. The next card I'm going to recycle is this beautiful card that I received in Happy Mail. If you know me, you know I love peacocks, and this is an amazing card. It already has some dimension. As you can see, this Christmas ornament is already up on some foam tape, and there's some bling already, which you know I love bling. And it has a lot of beautiful silver foiling on the front. So there's not a lot that has to be done to it. I thought it would look really good on this green paper because it'll bring out some of the green in the peacock. But of course, we're not going to stop there. This card is about 5 by 7, a little bit bigger. I have this 5 by 7 card base in green. And then, of course, the stack of the beautiful papers. So I do want to trim this card down as much as I can without losing a lot of the design. So I'm going to start by cutting the front off, and I think I can take some extra off of the very top without losing a lot of the design. If I cut too close to the bottom, I'll be taking off the word Season's Greetings, and I don't want to do that. So there we have that. That doesn't really take off too much of the top there. And I will take a sliver off of the bottom. And then I will cut just a little bit off of each side. There, that gives quite a bit of room to leave for some glitter paper to show through. This card is absolutely beautiful. It is from Punch Studio, in case any of you are interested in looking for this card to send out. I'm going to cut the sentiment out from the inside. This card was sent to me in Happy Mail, and in Crafty Rhea fashion, I will always cut the sentiment out and use that whenever I can. So then I just have to pick one of the papers to mat this on. There's a couple of blues that I thought would be pretty. This blue is amazing because it has a little bit of purple in it. I think this is going to be perfect. Let's just go with this one because it is an amazing color blue. Let me hold it up close. You can see it matches so perfectly. And that was out of that 10 pack. So I will go ahead and cut this card mat. It's for a 5 by 7 card. I'm going to make my first cut at 4 7/8. And then I will measure the back. Since my trimmer only goes up to 6 inches, it would normally be 6 7/8. So then I have my piece here, which gives it just a tiny little bit of a green border. And then this card will fit in the middle. So let me go ahead and adhere all of this down. What I will say that I love working with this glitter paper is that adhesive sticks to it quite well if you use a nice strong adhesive. Also, wet glue would stick to it great, and there is no glitter fallout, which is amazing. So here we have this card done, and that blue paper in the back just adds so much really pretty sparkle and shine to this card. Very cool. The piece that I cut off from the side is the perfect size to mat this on. I'm glad that worked out that way. Then I have the sentiment on the inside. So beautiful. Now my next card is going to be a little bit of an actual project. I received this card in Happy Mail. It is a thank you card. It is unused, but I want to use it. I set it aside because I want to use it kind of as a card sketch. It has these 5 panels here, and I thought I would use 5 pieces of glitter paper to make those 5 panels. I have this 5x7 base, so if I'm going to make it horizontally like that, it makes my measurement super easy. I just need 1-inch pieces. And I happen to have these 2 little tags left over. I thought the no peeking one would be great because it would look like a tag on a gift. And then I have this gold and white baker's twine that I would use on the front. So we're going to go ahead and kind of do a copycat card. So I decided I would do some non-traditional colors for Christmas on this card. It doesn't matter what color card base I use because only the back will show. I'm going to cover the front up completely. So I went through the papers, and of course I loved this one from the Peacock. And I decided I would use this pink, the silver, this color, that blue, the gold, and the purple. I thought all 5 of those would go really good together to make this card. So I'm going to cut a 1-inch strip from each of these, except for the bottom piece. I'm going to make that about 1.25 inches just so I have a little extra room in case my measurements are off. I'll be right back with the strips of paper. So here are my 5 strips of paper, with the biggest one being this one here, a little bit bigger than 1 inch. It was 1.25. So I will start at the top. I'll start with the purple. Actually, before I start with adding these, I'm going to go ahead and I cut a piece of the twine long enough to fit, and I'm going to go ahead and just put this up towards the top, and I will put a piece of tape there to hold it. And then I will just kind of move that out of the way, and I'm going to start with the folded end. And I put adhesive on the back of my first strip, and I'm going to just line it up like that so it's even with the top of the card. And then this will come down, and I will adhere it to the bottom when I am done. Then I'm just going to turn this over and mark where I need to cut this piece, and I will trim that so it fits exactly on the card. Okay, I have the last piece ready to be glued down. However, I'm going to first take my string and then my little piece here. I'm going to take this red baker's twine off, and feed this baker's twine through it. Kind of where I want it to go. I'm going to hold down a little piece of it in the front with this blue painter's tape that is repositionable. And then I'm going to turn the card over and hold it down in the back with more of the painter's tape. I'm going to take the painter's tape off of this. Make sure I left myself enough room. Yes, I did. And then I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of this. And then carefully slide this in here and line it up. I will take this around like this. I lifted it off of the bottom of the card there. And get these strings kind of where I want them to be, so they fit up underneath here. Take my scissors and snip them off behind this piece of pink paper. So that way they are tucked behind that piece. Took me a minute to figure out how to do that. We got it. And then I will trim the sides of the card down to match. There we go. There is my copycat card. There's the original, and then there's the one that I just made. And you can position this however you like on the front. Here are the 3 cards that I made using the beautiful glitter paper from Lbeads. I will put links to the glitter paper and the other products that I received this time around in the description box below. I will also put my coupon code there, so you are free to use that as well. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do click on the subscription button, and then also click the thumbs up button so YouTube knows that you enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And until the next video, you know what to do. Go get crafting. Bye-bye.